2025. And this is the year that you've decided to make safety a priority in your workplace. And that's perfect because the first step is leadership commitment. Okay? As a leader, you have to commit to safety. What does that mean? Commit to safety. Well, committing to safety means that you're willing to make the changes necessary so that safety becomes part of the culture in your workplace. I'll give you an example. I've worked with a couple of different businesses and they've had this as their goal. We want to change our safety culture. We don't want any more incidents. And I'll ask the question, that's great. Give me specifics. How is that going to work? What does that look like? We're going to have a safety committee. We're going to recognize those people that work safely. We're going to reward people for their hard work. And they come up with all these great things to incentivize safety. And those are great things. But those are the easy things. The hard things are taking steps when key players violate the safety rules. When key players end up having issues and deciding not to follow the safety protocols that are set up. How do you change that person? Well, maybe you don't. There's some people that won't change, that don't want to work any different than they've ever worked. And we know who those types of people are. There's no amount of coaching or asking. They're always going to do it their way. So these businesses that have had these key players that they won't discipline or go past discipline and suspend or eventually terminate for breaking rules end up accommodating. And all of the hard work that they do to change the culture is gone because they've created an exception, somebody that doesn't have to follow the rules. And all that does is create resentment. As a leader, good leaders know they're not going to be liked by everybody. That is part of being a leader, making those hard choices. Every time I've managed a business, whether it was mine or someone else's, I knew I was doing my job if there were people that didn't like the decisions I was making. It doesn't mean I'm smarter. It just means that I'm willing, what do they say? Crack some eggs to make an omelet. So if you've decided that you really want to make safety work in 2025, that's great. Make the commitment, but don't make exceptions. Make sure that everyone is on the same page and that everyone plays by those rules. The rest of your employees will respect your decision to discipline and even terminate those key players that won't play by the rules. That's how you make safety culture. That's called leadership commitment to a safety program. And this year, we're going to talk about all the aspects. It's 260 days of safety this year. That's how many work days there are. So every day we're going to take a little bit of what's out there and we're going to have conversations about it, because my goal is to help you achieve your goal of no accidents or incidents, because you're choosing safety.